Coming up on the Angus Report, the American Angus Association names its CEO.
From Overland Park, Kansas, we have continued coverage of the National Angus Convention and Trade Show, including newly elected board directors and officers.
News from Denver and the future of the National Western Stock Show.
And how a North Dakota family is bringing quality to the table.
This is the Angus Report. Hello and welcome to the Angus Report. I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. The American Angus Association has announced a new chief executive officer to take the reins of the nation's largest beef cattle association beginning December 1st. Alan Mechagemba comes to the member organization with 3 decades of experience in leading teams and overseeing brands across industry sectors. Mechagemba is a native of San Antonio, Texas, and will serve as the executive overseeing the more than 200 employees of the association and its entities: Angus Genetics Incorporated, Certified Angus Beef, Angus Productions Incorporated, and the Angus Foundation.
I have a very broad business background, which allows me to bring a different perspective to American Angus. So I think that'll be beneficial as we start working on some of the task ahead of us, specifically upgrading the long-range strategic plan and then creating new opportunities for growth in the years ahead. This association has always been a step ahead of, in my mind, of the other associations. We want that to continue. If you're delivering value to your members, which American Angus does, you don't have to worry about becoming irrelevant. When I look at Certified Angus Beef, I look at Angus Productions, the Foundation, Angus Genetics, etc. There's an opportunity there to really leverage the synergies of being part of the same association, at the same time learning from each other's successes and the different way they go about doing business. But I will listen to all sides of an issue. I want all the different viewpoints to have a seat at the table when we discuss issues that are of consequence to this association, which I think is really important because this is an association of talented, experienced people, and I want to take advantage of that.
Mechagemba becomes only the 12th person to serve as executive in the organization's 132-year history. You can read more about him in the pages of the December Angus Journal, or stay tuned to future episodes. Mechagemba addressed the more than 2,000 attendees of the 2015 National Angus Convention and Trade Show, November 2nd through the 5th in Overland Park, Kansas. We'll have additional highlights from that event later in the show.
A significant part of the National Angus Convention is the American Angus Association's annual meeting, where delegates representing the more than 25,000 members of the organization elect board directors and name officers. 318 delegates from 44 states, Washington, D.C., and Canada participated in the 132nd meeting and elected the following individuals to serve 3-year terms on the association board: James Coffey of Kentucky, Chuck Grove of Virginia, Mike McCravey of Georgia, Don Schiefelbein of Minnesota, and Mick Verlick of South Dakota. Jim Sitz of Dillon, Montana succeeds Steve Olson of Hereford, Texas as Association President and Chairman of the Board of Directors. Charlie Boyd of Maysla, Kentucky was elected by delegates to serve as Association Vice President and Vice Chairman of the Board. Kevin Yon, Rich Springs, South Carolina, will serve as the 2015-2016 Treasurer.
A ballot measure that passed in Denver spells a brighter future for the National Western Stock Show complex. The passage of Question 2C during early November elections means city and state officials can begin moving forward with a reported $1 billion plan to expand the current National Western Complex grounds into a bigger, more modern accommodation. Dan Green, a regular on Angus TV and Angus Talk, has more.
This is an exciting thing for the National Western as it's part of a 10-year program to completely rebuild the grounds right in the site where it already is, and funded by the Convention and Visitors Bureau tax of the City and County of Denver, plus the partnership with Colorado State University, who's put in an auxiliary campus adjoining the National Western, and 2 of their buildings will be under construction and ready to go in 2018. Land acquisition and costs will start accruing this year. By 2017, you'll come to Denver and you'll see it all dug up and buildings underway. And in 2018, you'll come to Denver and there will be holding the Angus Show in a brand new cattle pavilion.
The Senate has approved a motion of disapproval that, if passed by the House and signed by the President, would void the EPA's changes to regulations governing waters of the U.S. However, the White House has reportedly indicated it would veto the resolution. While the EPA and Army Corps of Engineers suggest the new rules under the Clean Water Act that became effective in late August would better protect the nation's water resources, Farmers and landowners in many areas suggest the law hinders agricultural endeavors and greatly limits landowner rights. On October 9th, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit put the rule on hold as it reviews the legality of it. About 30 states are challenging the legality of the rule, and the Senate resolution now goes to the House for consideration.
Many ranch kids and animal lovers grow up wanting to be a veterinarian. To make those dreams reality, Brad White, an associate professor of production medicine at Kansas State University, says there are things young people can do to prepare for vet school and a career as a large animal veterinarian.
One of the things that's important as a student and as coming into veterinary school is to understand both the profession that you're going into and the industry that you'll serve. So if you're interested in the beef cattle industry, understanding some of the changes and the dynamics that have taken place there, and that the job will still be to provide those clients the best level of service, but how can I do that and it may be different in the future as I move forward. And if you're driven to solve problems and help people, I think there are lots of opportunities for that in the profession. I think as we look down the road and we see where it's going, it's exciting for the future because there are going to be those opportunities. But finding people that you can work with, experienced mentors in the field, experienced veterinarians that are out there, and spending time with them, spending time and really understand this is what I could be doing or this is how I would be doing it, and you get that experience before you get in, it can be very helpful.
We go now to Jenna McCrow with a look at news you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Crystal. The American Angus Association's documentary series, I Am Angus, is back for a new season this Thanksgiving, right here on RFG TV. The hour-long program focuses on the heart of the Angus business, its people, and their passion for raising quality cattle. I Am Angus airs at 9 p.m. Central Time this Thursday, November 26th, and will feature stories about lifelong cattlemen, young entrepreneurs, and writers making a difference in the beef industry. And we take a personal tour around the Kansas Angus Ranch where Jordy Nelson, acclaimed wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers, grew up. We hope you'll join us at 9 p.m. Central this Thanksgiving on RFD TV. Holiday roasting just got a little easier thanks to a free smartphone app from the Certified Angus Beef brand. The Roast Perfect app includes everything you need to choose and perfectly prepare a roast for your next special occasion or everyday meal. Featuring step-by-step tips, video tutorials, and a built-in timer, the app allows you to ensure a perfect roast every time. Visit the iTunes App Store or Google Play to download the app today, or learn more at certifiedangusbeef.com. And an interesting piece of Angus history, on November 21st, 1883, more than 130 years ago, an Angus bull named Black Prince became the very first Aberdeen Angus to win a championship at any major show in America. He was named the best 3-year-old at the Chicago Fat Stock Show, and his success would boost interest in Angus cattle and create a flood of imports over the next few years. 1883 was also the official founding of the American Aberdeen Angus Association. For more history on the Angus breed, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And that's what you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Jenna. When the Angus Report returns, a North Dakota family that works each day to bring quality to the table.
Then more highlights from the National Angus Convention and Trade Show, including the newly crowned Miss American Angus.
Visit angus.org to continue watching this episode of the Angus Report.
The Angus Report is brought to you by Merck Animal Health. Why not prevent respiratory disease before it steals from your bottom line? Vista Once protects your calves with the most complete respiratory disease coverage available. And Vision Blackleg vaccines can add 14 pounds per calf at weaning. Contact your veterinarian or animal health supplier today.
This isn't a 9-to-5 job. So when you check the pants one last time, put away the tools, and make sure everything's ready to hand off to the night crew. It's not the clock that tells you the day is over. It's the confidence of knowing you got it right. It's having one less thing to worry about when the sun goes down. So when you see the signs of BRD, choose confidence. Choose Zuprevo. from Merck Animal Health. Talk to your veterinarian about Suprevo for BRD treatment.
At 44 Farms, we believe work starts at sunup and doesn't stop until sundown. We believe in order to live off the land, you have to love and respect it. We believe that cattle aren't just raised, they're nurtured. And we believe when you do things right, with honesty and integrity, well, things like quality and consistency happen naturally. 44 Farm Steaks, responsibly raised all-natural beef.
The GGP-LD, the most popular low-density genomic profile on the market, is now available for Angus. And at $45 per head, you can afford to test all your cattle. Plus, you can save even more time and money raising reputation seed stock. Put the GGP-LD profiler to work finding your best bull calves and the elite females that will brand your legacy. For more affordable accuracy, go GGP, a new brand of partner.
AngusAuctions.com is open for business. AngusAuctions.com is the industry's trusted platform for buying and selling high-quality Angus cattle. AngusAuctions.com is the partnership of DV Auction and the Angus Journal. AngusAuctions.com features live auctions for bidding online, plus dynamic features such as live auctioneer closes and buy it now pricing. Visit AngusAuctions.com today.
This is a business of risk and reward. This is a business that depends on making the right decisions at the right time, finding ways to add quality and eliminate inefficiencies. But how do you know? Angus Genetics Incorporated, the industry's leader in genetic evaluation and innovation, equipping breeders with tools and information to reduce risk and add value, helping them make decisions earlier and with greater precision. AGI, your source for proven, trusted, and unbiased information. Learn more at angus.org. Join the team, the Beef Quality Assurance Team. Getting BQA certified shows you're committed to practices that produce the highest quality beef in the world. And by visiting BQA.org, you can take the online certification course at a time that fits your schedule and from the comfort of your home or office. You'll also find lots of helpful tips on improving animal health and animal handling practices. Get certified, BQA certified, because it's about doing the right thing. Visit BQA.org today and become a member of the BQA team.
Farming is in your bloodline. Engineering is in ours. We build machines that burn less fuel and load more material, helping you move bales, spread feed, and clean pens efficiently. Cat machines make chores move a little faster, so you can spend more time with the people that matter most. Caterpillar, helping you create the life you want.
Can't wait for your next Angus Journal? We know the feeling. Subscribe today at angusjournal.com.